Alright, welcome back to Resident Evil. I decided to kind of cut ahead a little bit to when we are on our way back to the mansion because we left the last video off in the area where we first met Lisa Trevor. Just to cut some time because you don't need to see me running all the way back. Although thankfully, we are finally going to do what I've been saying we're going to do for the past couple videos. We are finally going to leave the mansion in this video because we finally have all the tools that we need. We can finally say goodbye to this dumb mansion with all its stupid puzzles. We're going to want to grab this, which allowed us to get into that area. We no longer need to go there, and we do need the metal object. So we're moving on to bigger and better things, my friends. Or possibly bigger and dumber things, because, you know, it's not like the puzzles are going to get any less stupid. And I'm pretty sure we're taking a safe route back, so we don't really need to equip our gun, and it'll just make us run a little faster. Bye, save room. You were really nice to us, and very convenient location. I should have started the video there. Ugh. That would have been nice to do that one last time. But I'm just a big dummy, I guess. Hey, pal. I'm never gonna kill you, so we'll never see you again. Bye, zombie friend. His name was probably, like, Jeff or something. So down here, an area we have not yet gone to, has these spooky doors. Jill is as dumb as a doorknob in this game. We know exactly what that is. There is only one thing in this game that has made those moaning noises, and what appeared to have been the noise of shackles being dragged across the ground. Think about it. Who made that noise, Jill? Who or what made that noise?
Was it Chris? Did we find Chris?
No, Jill. It's Lisa Trevor. Come on. Think with your brain. You're a smart girl. I don't know if the S.D. Perry novels, like, are canon in any way, but I always liked Jill's backstory in that her father was a thief, and that Jill was really adept at, like, kind of breaking into people's houses, which is why she's really good with lockpicking. I always really liked that part of her kind of backstory, and I wish that I wish I knew if that was canon or not. I feel like it probably isn't, because it gave her dad even some character, even though I don't think he ever showed up. They just kind of talked about him a few times. Those books are really good by S.D. Perry. She did a really good job with those books. I recommend reading them.
Jill, you're alive. I was worried because I thought you were...
Best fight scene 2008.
Talking.
Calm down. I didn't want to do it. Believe me, I can explain.
Don't lie to me.
No time to talk. Jill, hand me my gun! Thanks, Jill.
So, that was a actually fairly important choice that we had to make there. Give Barry his gun back or no. If we don't give him back his gun, he dies. And this fight becomes a little harder. So what we have to do is push these things, these stone pillars off this, and Barry distracts Lisa, which is very useful. It makes this a lot quicker to take care of this section. I don't know how Jill knew to do this. There's really no indication that this would work or do really anything of any value. And it's kind of not clear what's going on here. That is a coffin that contained the body of her mother. I don't know who put her in there or whatever. So she finally was reunited with her mother. She grabbed her mom's skull and killed herself. So that is what occurred there, if it was not clear. Also, giving Barry his gun back guarantees... Well, not... It partly guarantees the best ending of the game. Because there is still one very important thing that we need to do before we guarantee ourselves the best ending.
I don't believe that thing's really dead. Leave this place up to me and go on ahead.
Okay.
Oh, really, pal? You're gonna let us do it? I don't know why we're trusting Barry so much right now. Like, he left us for dead at that one point. And he tried to shoot us. He's a big... Well, he's not dumb. Jill is dumb. And it feels very out of character for her, because Jill is usually she's a better character than this. She's a little too trusting in this game, I suppose. But then again, why wouldn't she trust Barry? He's Barry Burton, he's the best. So, we're finally going to get rid of our medals here, which will then give us an FMV. The greatest of rewards. I still don't understand why they can't make FMVs, like, up-res them a little bit better. Although they definitely did a better job of up-resing the FMVs in this game than they did in Resident Evil 4, when they did the HD version of that. I don't know if the PS4 Xbone versions of Resident Evil 4 fare a little bit better, but the PS3 versions was not very good when it came to FMVs. And I don't know what happened with Separate Ways. Separate Ways just had, like... Every cutscene in that looked like they took it directly from the PS2 and didn't even try and fix the way they looked. This is one of the last save rooms in the game. Unfortunately, they don't play the theme. So, this is one of the few times where I would say, go out of your way to kill every single enemy in this area and burn their bodies. You know, this is something we haven't done in a while, because there's really no point in doing so. Thankfully, they give you kerosene right here. And, yeah. If you think you're good enough at zombie dodging, it does not matter, because there's one part where you really kind of need these guys to just be gone. And you definitely want to make sure that they don't come back as Crimson Heads. That is worst case scenario. So, we are going to burn these fools. Oh, you motherfucker. I forgot to back away. That was on me. We're gonna fill up a little bit more. There should be, I think, one more zombie in this area? Yeah, they give you that little thing of kerosene, and I think there's another one in a pretty good area. So, you know, you got plenty of kerosene, and at this point we have over 100 handgun bullets. You know, this shouldn't be a problem at this point in the game. So this is I guess this is the Umbrella facility in this game. It's not one of my favorite Umbrella facilities. It's just kind of dank, and I don't mean like, oh dude, it's really dank. I mean like, it's dark and dank. This does not look like a nice place to be. So, we got Modisc's brother, Curly Disc. We will eventually have to pick up Larry Disc. Wow. Those were bad jokes. The Modiscs will eventually become important in this part. I think there's... How many are there? I think there's... Do we actually know? I think we have them all. No, we don't. We still have one more to get. Or two. How many mode discs are there? I don't remember, but the mode discs, as I said before, they're not important for beating the game, but they are in fact important for beating the game with the best ending. And I do believe there should be another 2 zombies in this area. So we're gonna go ahead and, you know, murder, death, kill these guys. Here's something I've actually never tried before. Can you burn a zombie if he just falls down to the ground? There are a few things regarding the fire. Where'd this other guy go? He should be right here. Oh, he's probably actually trying to loop around. But he's going very slow because he's a dumb zombie. Yeah, there he is. But, yeah, there's a few things regarding the fire I don't quite get. I posed this question before as to if you can hit a zombie with flame rounds from the grenade launcher, will that take care of him and ensure he doesn't come back as a Crimson Head? And also now, can you burn a zombie when they're down? Is he dead? Did that kill him? Yeah, sometimes the defense items work well enough to just straight up murder the zombies. I hope that didn't... I hope that still counted, because I just left mid-burn. There's another health first aid kit there. I usually don't bother with those. So this is a dumb puzzle that you kind of have to memorize. Over here, there's some text. You just have to remember lungs, esophagus, liver, stomach. You specifically have to remember, like, colon, esophagus, lungs. And then what we have to do here is check these guys out in order and turn the light off. First off, turn the light off. And then it will kind of show us exactly what's inflamed here. So essentially it's C-E-L-L. You have to remember C-E-L-L. That's the order that they're in. So cell. That is what you have to remember there. It's kind of... That's one of the more interesting puzzles in the game, and it's definitely one of the less stupid ones. You know, you don't have to push anything for no reason, or place seals somewhere. You know, that one is actually pretty logical when you think about it. It's not super logical, but it's still better than good 90% of the puzzles in this game. Of course, we won't do anything with it yet. Yeah, might as well pick up the Magnum. We're going to need it at one point in this game, even though we've been neglecting it for quite a while. I think there's a battery back here? Yeah, there you go, battery. Over here, there is a computer that we need to go on. First, let's pick this up, which is just VACT. I don't know why they're talking about Crimson Heads now, like we already pretty much know everything we need to know about Crimson Heads. Kill zombie, they come back. So what we want to do here is log in with John with the password Ada. This is another one of those things, I'm sure there's a note somewhere in this game that explains why this is the password and login. But I don't remember where it is or what it is. That's just, I know to do that, so I do it. And that's where you input cell into there. That's from the, you know, liver, esophagus kind of thing. The inflamed bits on the x-rays was the password. And we are good. We unlocked what we needed to unlock. And we are good to go now. I'm kind of indifferent to this area of the game. It's not nearly as boring as the previous section in the caves. And, you know, I like going through the Umbrella Labs. It's grungy, it's dank, it appropriately looks like a place you wouldn't want to go to. But then again, I don't think... It's just very stereotypical. You know, it's like Umbrella workers come to work in this, and they're like, oh, we're doing the right thing, you know, we're not a bad, evil corporation at all. We're not making zombies down here. It would have been better if this was like a really sterile environment to just kind of offset that and have that, you know, kind of disparity between the two things of, this is a really evil place, but it looks really clean. Like, of course, this really evil residence, if you will, looks really evil. So it feels a little cliche. Other games will get that right, though. Like 2 has a underground Umbrella base that doesn't really look like this. Like, if you're just joining up with Umbrella, you're just some rookie Umbrella researcher or whatever, and you know your head's in the clouds, you think you got all these great ambitions, and you're like, I'm working for a great company that cares about pharmaceuticals, and then you go to work here. I just had to do all these puzzles to get into work today, and you know everything looks really grungy and evil, but we're a great company. So it's kind of silly when you think about it like that. But as I've said before, most of Resident Evil is pretty silly when you think about it. Hopefully we have enough room in our inventory to take all this stuff. And I do believe there is a zombie in here. I did not bring my lighter and my flask of kerosene, so hopefully... Okie doke. I was gonna say, hopefully he doesn't Crimson Head, but we clearly don't need to worry about that anymore. So those will become important a little bit later. Once we grab all the MO discs, or MO discs, or whatever you want to call them, we will actually be able to do something with that. Those MO disc readers is pretty much just where we dispose of the MO discs. Like, this is so stupid. That note was like, oops, we made zombies, hope no one found out about it. One of my favorite parts is coming up that, again, kind of shows that Jill's not the brightest bulb in the tree. You know, she's not the sharpest picnic in the shed. I don't know what that means. And we'll actually finally be able to do something with an item that we picked up within the first 5 minutes of the game. And it's completely pointless. Like, there's almost no point to this item that we picked up. Thankfully, it does not actually take up room in your inventory. I don't actually know where it goes. I assume it's in with the files, but who knows. So, this is a pretty alright area. There's another MO disc over here, making that the final MO disc that we need. There's a first aid spray, which is, at this point, useless, because we have so many healing items in our item box. What we want to do is put this toilet seat over here. So we got some Cerberus, Neptune, Hunter, Tyrant. The hell's a Tyrant? This is just one of those areas that does not make sense. That's Wesker. That is very clearly Wesker. And Jill's like,
I don't know. I don't care about that.
Like, not at all, in any way, shape, or form, did that cause Jill any concern that Umbrella is clearly up to some pretty shitty things in this game. Here is a picture of all known Umbrella employee researchers, and Wesker is in said photograph, but I don't know, he's, you know, nothing wrong with that. So, anyway, if we examine this computer, we can use it to view Kenneth's film, which we picked up at the beginning of the game. This is completely useless. We don't learn anything new here. It's pretty much here just to... I really don't know why this is here. Would have been interesting if maybe we saw someone else kill him, like... Hey, maybe he gets shot from off-screen and then a zombie eats him. Like, Wesker shot him and then he got eaten by a zombie. But, nope. It just shows us information we already pretty clearly knew. Like, oh no, Kenneth's been eaten over here. I wonder who did it. And, oh, there's a zombie here. I'm sure the two things aren't connected. We'll need to watch the film to piece it together. Anyway, I think that's going to go ahead and do it for this video. Hope you had a good one, and I will see you in the next one.